back to my channel. My name is Kai, and how y'all doing today? How y'all new year been going? I haven't put out a new video this new year, so I just want to know, like, is y'all new year going good? Today's video is actually going to be a story time, okay? I hope you guys got your drink. I'm actually drinking water today. You know what? Let me just go ahead and take a sip. Excuse me, y'all. This is only my second water bottle today. The girl needs to do better, but listen. This story time actually takes place in Atlanta. And it's funny because I actually vlogged like this whole experience while I was there. Because honestly, y'all, it was my first time in Atlanta. So I'm just gonna give y'all a little background story or whatever, okay? So there's this photographer. We could call him Jamal. So there's this photographer Jamal that I started following on Instagram like a while back, like maybe like 2-3 years ago. Honestly, I'm not even sure how long I was actually following Jamal. But y'all, when I say Jamal's work was and I'm sure still is, but I don't know because I done blocked his ass. So yeah, Jamal's work like will always come up on my timeline. It was always so dope. So I just was like, you know what? I really want to get like, I want to get photographed by him. Like I want to do a photo shoot with him. It looked like, you know, he was always booked and busy and stuff like that. So I'm just like, why, you know what I mean? Like, why not? I used to actually send his work to like my sisters all the time. Like, y'all, check him out. Like, do y'all see these pictures or whatever? Like when I say, and his pictures would get like 4,000, like 3,000, 4,000 likes or whatever. Because I mean, like, y'all, they really dope, and like the quality of them are like super dope. I will always like view his stories and stuff like that, and I won't call it like flirting with him or anything, but I would like send his pictures, like the pictures of his work, like hard eyes, and be like, damn, like you did your thing and blah blah blah. So we kind of built like a social media relationship, right? He was more like flirtatious than anything, you know. Y'all know how they be. Y'all know how they be. So fast forward to how, I don't really want to call it beef, but how this whole like situation kind of started. This was last year, actually. No, damn, because it's already 2022. So this was actually 2020. Yeah, this was 2020, and I wanted to do a photo shoot with him for my birthday, but I didn't end up doing it. So I remember talking to him about it or whatever, and we were just kind of like, you know, chatting it up about like the whole shoot and what I was looking for, you know, yada yada yada. I remember him posting on Instagram, and I was just going through my feed or whatever, and it was November 19th, my sister's birthday. I saw it, and I was just like scrolling down my feed, and I saw that he had an open slot, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually try to see if I can do my photo shoot. My birthday is November 23rd though, so I was trying to see if I could like book a photo shoot with him then, but I couldn't get down to Atlanta at the time, so I just was like, whatever. So he had a cancellation, and it was up for grabs or whatever, and this man, well, how he made it always seem to me when me and him would like converse was that business is booming, like you go have to find a little slot somewhere. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So that's why when I saw that he had like that opening, y'all, I jumped on, like I immediately hit him up in the DM, and y'all, I got receipts, so I'm gonna be plugging in receipts and everything all throughout this video, okay? I immediately hit him up in his DM, was like, I want it, blah blah blah, how do I get it, how do I go about like, you know, confirming my spot? So he tells me like, oh, you gotta just cash at me $100 or whatever, I'ma discount it. It was somebody else's slot that canceled, so yeah. So I'm like, shit, okay, whatever. That's even better, because I think his prices were like maybe like double that or triple that, I'm not really sure. I made sure to ask him like this, like, when is there a certain period that I would have to come and get the photo shoot done by or anything like that, and he's like, nah, like it's whatever you want, basically. So I'm like, shit, that's lit. So weeks go by or whatever before I really started telling him that like, hey, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. So like December, that was November 19th, so now fast forward and it's January. I think I hit him up and told him about me coming in December or something, but I wasn't sure because this was actually going to be my first time in Atlanta. Because I had never been, and I decided to make it like a girls trip because I didn't want to go down there by myself. Like, what the hell? I decided to make it a girls trip with me and my 2 sisters. And again, y'all, I literally vlogged this whole experience. I just never put it up, but I'm thinking like I might just put it up on my new channel. I don't know. Honestly, I have a lot of old vlogs that I just never got around to putting up. But you know what? I'm gonna put out all that content because I did not work that hard to not put that shit up. Anyways, fast forward, we're in January now, and I'm hitting them up like, hey, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. Like, I'm coming to Atlanta this day or whatever, like, to do my photo shoot. You know what I mean? Like, you go be busy or whatever. And he's like, oh, yeah, we can definitely like link up, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. I done planned this whole stuff thinking like I'm gonna come there, get my photo shoot done. I mean, y'all, like, that was literally the main reason for going to Atlanta, was to do my photo shoot. Like, it was gonna be my second photo shoot or whatever, y'all. My first one, oh my goodness, I gotta tell y'all about that in a story time. Anyways, yeah, it was gonna be like my second photo shoot, so I was like super excited, especially because of the quality of his work, you know what I mean? And how like me and him already kind of had like a cool little relationship and shit like that. That's why, like, everything that happened, I just really wasn't expecting it. So me and my sisters had decided to take the trip at the end of January. And y'all, I was so excited or whatever, like a road trip with my sisters. Like, I just knew we was gonna be fucking lit as fuck. Like, this whole thing just was like, the way I had planned it out in my head, like, I was about to go to ATL and be fucking turned, be lit as hell. And don't get me wrong, I was, because I definitely had a great time hanging out with my sisters. Those were my road dogs, okay? Love them to death. It was like a couple days before I'm about to head to Atlanta, so I had reached out and told him like, hey, I'll be there on Saturday. Like, are you gonna be busy? Can we do the photo shoot then? And he's like, yeah, like, we can definitely link up and, you know, do your shoot then. And I had like previously been sending him ideas of kind of like what I was looking for and what what theme I wanted to like do for my photo shoot. So I ended up reaching out to him again, and y'all, he had totally disregarded what I had said or whatever. So I'm looking like, what the hell? And this is when I knew, like, I just started getting kind of nervous because I had already booked like everything, you know. Me and my sisters had planned the dates, like I booked the hotel, all of that. I ended up having to reach out to him again after already saying like, hey, I'll be there on Saturday, like, you know, you're free, blah blah blah. And he finally responds or whatever, and he's like, oh, do you want me to get us a room? And I'm like, get us a room? Like, why would you be getting us a room? And I'm like, nah, like, I'm coming with my sisters, we're making this a road trip, so I'm more so just coming down for my shoot. It's nothing like that, like, sorry, I'm just coming for my photo shoot. Like, I already done booked my hotel. Either he didn't end up responding or I didn't end up responding. I just know that like the next day I hit him up and I'm like, hey, do you know any makeup artists or whatever so that I can book with one for my shoot? He never responds. So I'm just like, oh, okay. And like at this point I'm kind of getting irritated because it's like, I don't really know what you thought this was, sir, but I've already like paid for this or whatever. So I don't know why you being weird. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I reach out to him again and I'm just like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, you know, do you know any makeup artists or don't you? I honestly forgot what he said, but it was like some bullshit. And I'm like, oh, no, he said yeah. And I'm just like, okay, well, can you send them to me? He never sends me anybody, and he never responded. So I'm just like, you know what? Okay, me and my sisters done planned for this road trip. Like, we're still going, and hopefully, like, this man gets his motherfucking shit together. We're traveling down there or whatever, and I think I was making, like, stories on Instagram about it or whatever, and of course, he watches, like, all of my stories. And he had, like, stopped responding to me on Instagram, like, DM, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. We're in Atlanta now. We're at the hotel and stuff, and he hits me up later that morning and he's like, he responds to my story and he's like, you in ATL? Well, damn, you in Atlanta? And I'm like, yeah, like, bitch, I already done told you I was coming for my photo shoot, so what the fuck do you mean am I here? I already told you I was going to be here. Like, I already told you I was coming Friday. it's Friday. Well, now it's Saturday. Like, I'm here. I've already like told you this. So like, you know, so I'm like, hey, like, yeah, I'm in Atlanta. Like, like, what we doing? Like, when we doing the shoot or whatever? And he stops responding once more. And at this point, I'm just so irritated. And my sister's looking at me crazy. I'm looking at them back crazy like shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. And y'all, I was really stressing out about it. Because again, like, this is my first time in Atlanta. And like, I'm here to do a thing that is looking like I'm not going to get to do. And I don't like when shit don't go as planned. Like, I hate that. Especially when it involves my motherfucking good ass money. So, he keeps posting on Instagram, like, y'all, he's posting like picture after picture, or like just fucking dumb shit. Is just, I keep seeing him posting shit, posting stories and everything, just like on my motherfucking timeline, and he's still ignoring me. So then I send him like this long ass text message on, well, no, I actually had his number too. Anyways, I sent him this long message, and I'm like, you know what, at this point, like, I'm tired of playing these motherfucking games with you. Like, get my motherfucking money back. Like, I don't got time for this, because this is super unprofessional. Next thing you know, guess who starts fucking hitting me back up, like back to back to back to back, y'all? Him, like, oh, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I can come. You at a hotel? I can come now. Da, da, da. And I'm just like, no, give my motherfucking money. Like, I don't, like, I've been hitting you up and you've literally been ignoring the fuck out of me for no reason. Like, I did nothing to you. I paid you. Like, this wasn't no like free shit. Like, I paid you. And now you being weird, you not responding back. Like, I just don't got the time for it. So just get my motherfucking money back. Y'all, this man was giving me the hardest time trying to get my money back. And I was also already kind of irritated, because like damn near everywhere me and my sisters went to eat, like, y'all, we couldn't fucking sit down and eat. They're like, oh, do you have a reservation? We didn't have fucking reservation. I just was like, yo, like, what is going on? Like, we couldn't go to fucking breakfast. We couldn't go to fucking lunch. We couldn't go to fucking dinner. And I just was like, and I can't do my motherfucking shoot. Like, basically, I went here for nothing. But back to this man, y'all, I'm literally going back and forth with him about like him giving me my money back. Mind you, it's only $100, and I'm just like, yo, this kind of some broke shit, because just send my motherfucking money. Like, it's really not that hard. You making it like it's $100. And he's like, oh, like, I gotta he was telling me he had to do something or whatever, and I can't remember, but he was just really aggravating me. And I was just like, I don't want to blast him on social media, because I'm not really that type of person. But at the same time, it was just like, I was getting this close, y'all, like super close to just doing that shit. Like, because at this point, you're playing with me. Like, it's $100. You say you be booked and busy. Like, why is it a problem for you to give me back $100? Like, I'm not understanding it. So, y'all, I kept requesting my money back on Cash App or whatever, and he kept declining my shit, and I kept like requesting my shit, like, no, get my stuff. And I'm like, he kept still trying to talk to me like, oh, let's I can come do your shoot when you leave it. And I'm like, no, like, all of that is done, buddy. Like, all of that is fucking done. Like, we not doing that. I just want my money back. I just want my fucking money back. And he just still was giving me the run around, and I literally just kept saying to him, like, give my money back. Like, give my money back. So he ends up sending me my money, but it was like way later in the fucking day, and I just was like so irritated. And I'm like, you know what? My first photo shoot didn't go well. That shit was weird. And my second photo shoot, this situation just was like fucking weird. Like, people are just super unprofessional, and I really don't like that. And what's even weirder is like a few days later, why this girl like DMs me. I don't know this girl from like nowhere. She DMs me, and she's like, she hit me up because she saw me on under one of his pictures or some shit like that. And she was basically telling me like the same stuff that he just did to me, he did to her and to other girls, and that she had been like hitting up all the girls underneath his post or whatever, trying to see like if like the same thing had happened to them. And I'm just like, you know what, not this nigga out here kind of fucking scamming bitches or whatever. Like, I thought that was really fucking weird, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to be a part of this. Like, why couldn't I have just gone, got my photo shoot done, like, you know, had a great experience in Atlanta with my sisters, and then just came back home? Like, it just was really on some super like weird, whack ass shit. And I don't know if it was because I didn't want to sleep with dude, but it's just like, bro, I'm not sleeping with you. Like, I don't gotta do all of that for a fucking photo shoot. Like, I paid for this. So yeah, if you guys have ever had any like weird situations like this when it comes to like doing photo shoots with guys, you know, comment below. Don't be afraid. You know, this is a safe place. Nobody's gonna look at you crazy. You know, I feel like I got scammed. It is what it is. Whatever. So my first time in Atlanta wasn't, you know, all of that, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? It actually wasn't that bad because me and my sisters had a great time. Like I said, you guys, I vlogged it. I'm gonna end up putting the vlog on my new channel, so make sure you guys go subscribe to my new channel, of course. But yeah, like I said, leave a comment below, like this video. As always, it's nothing but love, peace, and happy vibes from me to you. Thanks for watching. See you on my new channel. Go subscribe.